to master, to become, and to evolve. Portrait of a weak master mentor. Scholarly wisdom, peaceful mentality, refined character, outstanding virtue, exceptional competency, model-like physique, triathlete health, extraordinary appeal, sagacious communication, unwavering self-discipline, insightful vision, human life comprehension, benevolent leadership, moral virtue for all, 6 great prosperities, all-capable leader, cultural entrepreneur. How's that? Everyone. So the 10th. Okay, so the 10th Thầy Phụng is going to Đại Nam in, I think that's Beijing, in China. While doing his Great Wall China run. So cool. So Cô Hin is calling on Thầy Nhật Anh if he is here. Go An, you are here?
Yes, I'm here. I'm ready. Thank you ever so much, Colin Lay. Thank you ever so much for your contribution and for helping everyone throughout the morning. You always wake up earlier than everyone.
Good morning, cô An.
Morning, cả nhà. Hello, anh Ron.
Morning, Tuan. Thank you, Miss Lin.
So much heart, so much love in the man rooms. It's like a party going on, a party of hearts going on over there. Hi, everyone. The participants said that teachers, thầy so handsome. And Thầy said, oh, I couldn't hear what you're saying. Can you repeat that again? Some people said that, oh, teacher, Thầy, please, can you transmit your handsome to us? Your handsomeness to us. There's so many demands on the on receiving the handsomeness from the teachers. Cô Hiến said that if you want his handsomeness, you have to look for cô V, who is his wife, Thầy Nhật Anh wife. Okay. The voice. Okay. So you get used to managing your old microphone yet? Okay. So whenever there's someone accidentally turned on camera and says something is not relating to the subject, some of you have to manage your old inner being in that situation. Okay. So did you like the interaction with your house member yesterday? Some of the students said that they were so happy that yesterday, the first time, they managed to meet everyone in their house group. Okay. And everyone already have their own Telegram group, but some of them haven't managed to had a proper Zoom to meet each other yet. Maybe they're interacting on Telegram only, but haven't actually meeting face-to-face on Zoom. Participants said some of the groups still didn't have enough members to participate to interact with each other in Zoom, because some of them had to finish the class early to go to work, and some of them busy with different things. Okay. So this is a slide yesterday. So we know that a person's reality is influenced by the three lens, three point of views, three perspectives. The first one is moral philosophy. Second one is religions and faith. And last one is science. Philosophy. Religions, faith, science. Okay. There's discussions about some of the students couldn't see the teacher camera, and some of the students couldn't actually see the teacher face. So they were just discussing about that. And then some of them, they couldn't see the slide because of the light that reflects on the piece of paper. Thank you. So the Nhật said that currently there are two cameras pointed into the paper to show into different zoom. So our zoom, we may see the different lightness on the papers compared to a different zoom, because there's different camera, and also the light reflecting on the papers also differently. Please, đừng có vào phòng mẹ, đi vào phòng bên kia trốn. Chơi đi vào phòng kia trốn, đi vào phòng mẹ trốn. Biết không nghe? Okay, Nhật is trying to adjusting the paper at the moment, so all the zoom can see it properly. And while he adjusting, the color on his slides also change. The color on your Okay. Alright, so we're still adjusting the piece of paper at the moment, still adjusting the page. Okay. So the colors has been changing, the lightness of the piece of paper has been changing. Alright, so now we settle it here. Reality, the essence of the triangle of reality. So the last 2 days we have exchanged with each other that the fact is that when we receive and transmit reality, so the first thing is when we receiving and transmitting reality, and then we materialize and non-materialize all aspects. So, and then we start calling or naming all of the non-material things, non-material aspects in our life. on the number. Okay. So because of the triangle of reality, we'll be able to develop the source concept in our life. So when you're looking at the triangle of reality, looking at it, you can see that there's a triangle layer on top of the other triangle. So we have the first triangle, that information, energy, materials, and then second triangle is know, believe, and understand, and another triangle is moral, philosophy, religions, faith, and science. Okay, so now we combining all of them into one triangle in order to explain everything in our life, everything in human life. Okay, so these triangles are laying on top of each other. So now we're going to, from this triangle, we're going to explain everything in our life from the moment that we pick and select whichever triangle to use them in our life. Okay, so we have the three different triangles: information, energies, material, know, believe, understand, moral, philosophy, religions, faith, and science. These are three different reality, and they are the foundation for the rest of the triangle that we're going to develop later. Okay, so regarding the triangle of knowing, believing, and understanding, okay, everything in our life we need to know, believe, and understand. For example, what we know about happiness, okay, what we believe in happiness, what we understand about happiness, represent our information, the information within us about happiness, and represent the source concepts about happiness, and represents the reality of our happiness, and what we know about inner peace, that which we believe in inner peace, that which we understand inner peace, represent the source concept within us about inner peace. Okay, because at that moment, what we know about inner peace, what we believe in inner peace, what we understand about inner peace, each of us, we understand it differently, we believe it differently, and we know differently. Okay, so it will reflect into our different reality. Okay, because we have a different source concepts about inner peace. Okay, so when you interact with other people, and there's some people, they already know about inner peace. So some people, they say that, oh, inner peace, there might be peaceful relationships, right? And some people, they asking themselves, how can I have a peaceful mind? How can I have a peaceful soul? So they might hurt about inner peace, but they have not yet understanding it, because the inner peace not yet become clear in their mind. They do not have the source concepts about inner peace, because they do not have the three parts of knowing, believing, and understanding about inner peace. Okay, so there's a moment we know, there's a moment that we believe, but we do not understand yet. There's a moment that we believe, there's a moment that we understand, but we do not know yet. Okay, and there's a moment that we know it, we understand it, but we do not believe in it yet. Okay, and we must have all knowing, believing, and understanding about something in order to say that we have the source concept about something. Therefore, whatever we know, So us, we people, we are very amazing because we know so much about suffering. Okay, we believe in suffering so much. Okay, but you know, happiness, inner peace, we are very vague about them. Okay, and the detrimental source concept, okay, tend to exist more in our society. Most of us, we have a vague idea of the source concept about what we want. Check another example: sickness, illness. When there's a problems about health happens in our life, we look up online and we see, oh, there's so much information about the reasons of that sickness, illness, all the information of that illness appears online, right? So you read all of that. First, you might not believe, but you know. And then the more you read of those information, the more you start to believe in them. Okay, but then eventually you don't really understand how to solve it. Okay, so after you got illness, okay, you totally understand the reason of that illness. You understand everything around that illness. Okay, so that illness is your reality because you have so much detrimental source concept of illness. On the other hand, you don't have the beneficial source concept of health. So until a moment, people in our society now, they start moving to the trend of taking care of their self-care, taking care of their own health automatically, naturally. So we are orient people toward all the beneficial source concepts of health. So what does it mean here? It means that all the detrimental source concepts, we realize that we have so much of them in our life. Okay, which means if we want to have a good reality, we need to have more beneficial source concept. Otherwise, if we apply the principle of light here, we see that if we do not have light, then darkness will appear. And our society today, people understand so much about sufferings, about sickness, about illness. Okay, because majority of people, they experience so much suffering, experience bad relationships. Okay, and eventually they believe in that. They believe in the fact that there are people, there's no people they can trust in this life. Okay, and that represents their reality. So we need to take the initiative to amplify all the reality that we desire. Okay, whatever we desire, we need to maximize them. Okay, there's a story of myself when I was young. Okay, so there's a participant saying to her child to drink water, and then the teacher said, "Thank you for reminding me to drink water as well." Okay, so there's some student, they haven't managed to control their own microphone. So whoever they speak in the background, the whole class can hear it. Let's get back to the class, the session. Myself, in the past, I was so clear about cold, about catching a cold, right? Okay. So when I learned about taking care of other people's health, helping other people to take care of their bones, their body, and when I help other people, when I help massage other people, touching other people, I have a detrimental source concept about cold. So whatever I do, I always feel cold because I know so much information about cold. So whenever I go outside, I'm so afraid of the wind because I'm afraid that the wind gonna go into all of the other part of my body. Okay, so I know so much about catching a cold. And when I went to Finland, it's so cold there. There's a day that it was minus 40 Celsius, and I understand about cold so much because I experience it. Okay, and the price I have to pay is that I got stuck into the detrimental source concepts about cold, and that bring me to the reality that my life, whatever I do, I'm so easy to catch a cold. And whatever I do, I always feel cold. When I take care of other people's health, okay, I also catch the cold from them as well. So I mean, it's nonsense, but that is what happened to me. I didn't have the beneficial source concept of a warm body. Okay, so after a while, I've experienced that my health reality wasn't good. Okay, so at the moment I know about the triangle of reality. The other teacher, the other thầy cô remind me that I need to change my source concept about cold, about a warm body. Okay, I need to start developing the beneficial source concept for my health. So from then I start removing all of the detrimental source concept about health. So I start using science to solve my knowing, my understanding. And whatever I do, I start thinking, I switch my mind to think that there's nothing, there are no things. A cold is nothing. If I have to go to the outside and there's a wind, it doesn't matter much. I have a cool air, that's it. So I'm just changing my understanding. I use science to change my understanding. I use moral philosophy to change what I know, and I rely on religions to imagine. So I imagined that there's a warm air running around in my body, and I've warmed up my body with different techniques. And then the moment I have the warm air running in my body, then the cold air couldn't getting in. So I maximize, amplify all the beneficial source concept of warm bodies. And since then, my health had changed significantly. I used to weigh about 63 kilograms, and now my weight has increased significantly. So back then, so whoever I have a cold body, doesn't matter how much they eat, they won't increase weight. And if they move a little bit more than they usually do, then they feel fainted and feel weak. So I used to try one of the one of the common technique in the folk wisdom is that drink alcohol medicine alcohol as a alcohol. there's people asking the teacher if he drink what is it, oil, medicated oil, whether he drink medicated oil, and she said no, he doesn't want to die. So dầu gió, medicated oils, okay, olive oils could help as well. So you can drink, you can take olive oil at a certain time. So if you drink olive oil at 9 o'clock in the evening with lamb, that's gonna help your body different ways. If you drink olive oil the afternoons, okay, afternoon. Okay, so olive oil, if you drink in the afternoon and in the evening, so the afternoon about 3 to 4 in the afternoon, you drink it with ginger. Okay, that's gonna warm up your body. Okay, that's going to increase the positive energies in your body. How much you drink? Around about 50 ml to 100 ml, depend on how much can you drink. If you get used to drinking olive oil already, you can increase it. I used to drink about half of the bowl, the rice bowl. I used to drink about half of that bowl. Tủy. So if you drink it in the evening, okay, yeah, with lamb, with lemon, with lamb, it will help your marrow, your bone marrow. So if you drink olive oil in the afternoon with ginger, that will help to warm up your body. If you drink olive oil in the evening with lemon, that will help with your bone marrow. So if a participant wants to share her reality, Nguyễn Thị Vui, okay, Nguyễn Thị Vui, number, so she from the house 3 to 6. She I'm sharing with you this knowledge is come from my own reality, and I know that the leverage, the fulcrums of my life come from the moral philosophy, religions, and science that will help me to explain everything in my life. So my reality relate to the knowledge that I learn here. I understand that I have an angle. I know everything about what I need to share. Okay, and when I have the positive energy that I want to share this knowledge to other people, okay, then I can share any topic that that I can bring it back to the 3 reference system and about the triangle of reality. So if I pull them back to the 3 reference system, then there's 3 different views: human life views, worldly views, and cosmological view. Then my lessons I've learned is that when I learned swimming, then in the material angle, that is, I know how to swim. In the energies angle, that is, I love swimming. And then on the information angle, I need to learn on the knowledge of swimming. So everything in my life, I can now bring them back to the triangle of reality with the information, the energies, and the material. So whatever I want to do, I need to maintain the positive energy about what I want to do, that is the energies. And the materials is that I eventually possess certain things that I believe in. And about it regards my spiritual. Okay. Alright, so Nhật said that that awareness is very good, okay, but you also need to develop all the others reality. We need to start to develop all the reality, triangle of realities of everything in our life. Then later, what you're talking now, people will understand. But now, no, people not understand what you're saying yet. Okay, because what you're saying now, you start impressed about it, so it starts shifting towards materials. Okay, so what I'm saying that I have changed my my source concept about code. I've changed my understanding, changing my knowing about code. Okay, and because I used to imagine so much, so I imagine that I've attracted all the code from other people into me. So the moment that I maximize the benefits of source concepts of warmth body, I maximize, I start to know, believe, and understand about warm bodies. Then the detrimental source concepts start to fade away. So regards drinking olive oil, whoever can do that, you'll be able to balance your body. So we're not gonna talk more on this topic here, because you can join the health classes to discuss more on this. Okay. So our moral philosophy is also influenced by our cause, conditions, outcomes. Okay, is influenced by the laws of causality, or what we say cause, condition. Okay, cause, condition, and outcome. So the student asked, what we know, believe, and understand is only the information, right? Okay. And I said that the source concept, what you know, what you believe, what you understand, it represents the information within us, within ourselves. Okay. So when we talk about reality, which means that whatever we know, we believe, we understand, is represent our information, our reality, our source concept. So that's reality. Is it the realities in the material? Okay. The answer is no. So the triangle of reality, it represents each of these angles and the whole pictures, the big pictures of the whole things. So our triangle of realities, okay, is includes the triangle of knowing, believing, understanding, and at the same time is also correspond to a bigger triangle of reality, the triangle of reality of information, energy, understand, and corresponding to a even bigger triangle of realities is the moral philosophy, religion, science, and it also corresponds to a bigger triangle of reality that is cause, condition, and outcome. Okay, So let me make it clear by drawing another diagram. Right, so reality whichever reality will include information, must include information, energy, and material. Right, now we go into develop many others triangle. Okay, the first triangle is the triangle of know, believe, and understand. So know, believe, understand is an information. What you know is represent the information, but that which you know, believe, understand is also the information. But when you believe, you have the energies. Okay, so when we believe in something, we have a different energy, right? And when we know, it's only the information that we hold. And when you understand, okay, then that's the material manifestation already appear in your life. Okay. But there's a moment our information expanding, right? It's not just what we know, but it's also include what we believe and what we understand. Okay. There's a moment the information that we hold is only what we know, but then we start believing it and then we understand it, then it's also out information. So what we know is a cause. Okay, is one cause. This is one cause, and that cause needs condition in order to generate the outcome. Okay, so whatever we talk about the outcome is belong to the material manifestations, and cause is the information, and the condition, the connection with people, the interaction with people that give us the energy. Okay, and our reality is also influenced by, is governed by moral philosophy, and moral philosophy is genuinely know only. Religion's faith is poorly believed, and science is poorly to understanding. Religion's faith. Science is poorly means understand, and the people who believe in science, who know about science, whatever they do, they want the solid outcome. Okay, and they want to see the material manifestation of it. Okay, with religion's faith is poorly about believing, and science is poorly about understanding. Moral philosophy is poorly about knowing. So we differentiate between know and understand. Okay, so know, you just know. It's some information you know, but you don't understand. Okay, because you haven't realized you haven't reached realization. So the moment that you reach realization, you attain realization, you understand it deeply and you comprehend that. Okay. So we understand it here, right? So the information is the cause within us. The knowing is what we know about something. For example, we were talking about drinking olive oil. And some of you, when you heard me saying that drinking olive oil, you start knowing about it, right? But you don't understand. But some of you, you already done it, so you understand why. Some of you, you just received a piece of information, so you know. But when I start explaining more, you start believing in it. Okay, I told you that if you drink in the afternoon at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that will warm up your body. If you drink it in the evening, that helping your bone marrow. Okay, so we understand. Okay, so the moment you believe that the same time you have reality. Okay, if you only know but do not believe, then the material haven't manifested in your life yet. The reality haven't formed. Okay, so we might have to wait for another condition, another connection to come. Okay. And some of the people, they believe in someone, then they start doing it. So because of the condition, then you have the energy. The energies of the reality is through condition. So if you have reality, then you start sharing your knowledge, and you become the conditions for others. You become the reasons for others to believe, to know, then to understand. Then at that moment you have reality. You have reality. Okay, you understand up to here? Right. So we start explaining. We want to understand more and know more. So why olive oil, when you drink them, is help improving our health? So we start looking at the science points of view to explain. Okay, and taking the moral philosophies perspective to explain, and also using the religion's faith to explain. So according to science, okay, when we drink olive oil, it create a certain effect on our body. Okay, and according to the common knowledge, the philosophy of common folk knowledge, okay, then there's people who are explaining to us the olive oil and all the information relating to it. And when you know one information about olive oil, you already have the cause. You have one cause. You already sow one cause in your subconscious garden. And then one day you'll be able to achieve condition. Many people have the realities condition. So they have cause, they have condition, then outcome will come, the results will come. Okay, so human realities, the person reality is created by so many things, and we can use any triangle of reality to explain our own reality. So technically in here we have 4 different triangles. And each of these will be able to develop so many good reality already. So let's say the reality about, what do you want to talk about inner peace, right? About inner peace. Okay, the realities of inner peace. So where do we should start from? Okay, look at this diagram. Where do we should start from? And we can jump in at any topic, any part of any part. So first, when you heard the word inner peace, okay, can we start from the material manifestation of inner peace? Okay, so or we can start from the cause. The cause is, do you have the notion that you wanted to have it? Okay, you wanted to have it. So, and then we start using condition in material to. So there's a research. There are research to the science. They have find out the branch of our human brain of the people have a certain different levels, different range of energy. And in moral philosophy, in common folk lands, right, we leave the moral philosophy for student. And if you want the outcome, then you basically technically find the local outcome, and basically other people give us information. We receive the energies, and then we do something to generate material manifestation. Then at that moment we have the reality of understanding. But we can start from information, right? We can start from information. So, what is the information of inner peace? Okay. And what is the energies of inner peace? And how about material? Okay. So we can use the three triangle to show our reality, to express them in our reality. That means we're going to use all of the angle in the triangle of reality to clarify what we want, what we desire. Okay. It's not that you have many cause that is good. Okay. It has to be good cause. Good cause.
Mommy, the thing in the bathroom that's supposed to close, that you can close and open when you pull, it fell down.
Nói là phải cẩn thận tắm vào trong, đừng để nước ra ngoài. Don't try to put it up. Try to put it up. So regarding the triangle of reality, do not try to tie it into any particular triangle only, but understand that it have multiple layer, and because sometimes we are unable to use the materials, but sometimes we are unable to understand, and it doesn't even relate to science or religion, but we have to take whichever a suitable triangle to apply into our life. Okay. And participant asked for an example to understand. And thầy nói that if you think about the triangle of reality, then the more you try to understand, the more you couldn't be able to understand it thoroughly, because it includes so many layers of triangle. Let's say if we want to have the reality of good health, then where should we start? Where should we start? Okay, some people said that we should start from the outcome. The outcome. So there's people different asking different questions regarding where should they start. So, if your health, okay, so knowing, believing, understanding, we will not pick it, okay, because if we talk about health, okay, knowing about health, believing in health, understanding in health, about health, what does it mean? But if we say that, okay, if we're looking at the outcomes, a healthy outcome, okay, healthy outcome, then we can trace back to the condition and the cause, okay, because otherwise if we talk about, will you understanding health, you believe in health, you know of health, it doesn't really make any sense, because the essence of health, okay, when we said that belief in health is sound very funny, okay, but we know that a person, a healthy person, we know that they believe in certain thing and they know certain thing. Okay, so we had to be able to explain all of that. But outside here, even we are healthy and we're looking at a person who are healthy, can we differentiate between health, good health, or the person who is healthy? So with health, we can use, if we use the moral philosophy is common folk wisdom. So in the religions and faith, what do they say about health, okay, and the material manifestation, we start, okay, start having that reality. So if you want to have the reality, you need to look for someone who is strong, and then we ask them what is their reality, what do they know and believe or understand about water, okay. Then we can help them with that. Okay. The participant want to ask, the student want to ask. So if this triangle has so many layers, so many branches, does it mean that it is the main character? So here, what we want to do is developing our reality, okay, and developing our source concept. So we had to pick and choose or select whichever triangle that most suitable to us at that moment. So whoever try to summarize, try to condense all of these into one triangle, it doesn't work, okay, because whether the reference system triangle of reality, where is it in these three angles? It is in the moral philosophy, okay, moral philosophy. So the triangle of reality here, the energies, the body energetic structure is here, and the formula of root cause of life is here. So the formula of root cause of life is the most simpler, just the most simple aspects for us to understand. So when you talk about the formula of root cause of life, you must clarify everything. And moral philosophy are common knowledge. It's like in the information in the moral philosophy. So when we talk about the triangle of reality, it must be flexible. Okay. Okay, so financial reality, what should we do? What should we do wisely? Can we use the religions and faith? Okay, we can't really, because when we talk about financial reality, we can use science. You can use science, because scientists they have done research, and in their research, in their working field, they also need a lot of money to expand their knowledge. Okay. So we have the moral philosophy of information. Okay. So if you have a good heart, you can give what you know to other people. But if you are not, or you are vague, you're not sure about the information, energies, and material, the outcomes, then you must change that reality. And in order for that outcome to change, we have to start from the certain financial knowledge. So which finances, we need to concentrate on condition, which is religions and faith, and that will become the outcomes, the result, the fruit. If we only focus on the outcome, the result, the fruit, then it's not durable. Okay, it doesn't last for long. So do you understand? So did everyone understand up to here? And everyone said that yes, they understand. So when we talk about flexible or adaptable, so this triangle of reality, this is a deep level of the house, and the triangle of reality, you don't need to try to understand it, but you can be able to apply it into your life. Let's talk about some more triangle of reality. Okay. So the reality of a person reality also determined by another aspect. Okay. Okay. So the occupation reality of the person, occupational reality of a person, also determined by their perspective. Okay. By their perspective. Perspective. Social relationships. Social relationships and expertise. Okay. So this is the expertise is the outcome, perspectives is the cause, and condition the social relationships. Okay. So let's say let's take another reality. Let's take another reality. One more. Okay. Please wait. So I can go off and check and get something over here. Okay, so whatever we do, we often have a design, an ultimate design for it, right? We have a design, the ultimate design. Okay, ultimate design. So after having that ultimate design, we need to have a clear path. Have clarity on our path. Okay. Clarity is on clear. And so this is the formula for you to attend to anything. First, you need to have an ultimate design. Then you clear, make the path clear, make the way clear. Okay. Clear the way. Okay. And create the means, create the tools. Create the means. Okay. So for example, if you want to go somewhere that you designed, okay, you pick the way to go. You can go by ship, by boat, by airplane, or by public transport, okay, by car. And do you have you create the means? So do you have the passport to go? Do you have the money to go? Okay. Do you create the means? Okay. So if you want to get there, which means do you want to go? So which way? Different ways will need the different means, right? If, for example, if you go on land, you may have to take the taxi to the airport, okay? And then you get into the airport. You need to take the you need to look for the entrance to go before you get into the check-in area. You must have the ticket, right? When you go into the entrance, you need to present all your paperwork, okay? And when you pass the custom, then you need to go through certain gate in order to get into a particular plane, and then you get on that plane, is fly into your destination. Okay, so different ways you will need the different means to get there. So when you clear of the way you go, you have the design and you have the means to get there, then you basically achieve the reality, the reality that you design. Okay. The ultimate design, why the ultimate design doesn't belong to the energies angle? Because it is the cause. Okay, your design is the cause. The cause it's not. It might not be the perspective, but it is the cause. Is the types of information. Okay, that's ultimate design. But only when you clear clear of the way, then clear of the way, then clear of the ways, then you have the energy. Okay, you clear the way, you go, then you believe. Okay, because you see the way to go clearly, then you know the way, how to get there, how to achieve what you desire. Okay, then the moment that you clear, then that moment you change your energy, you shift your energy, and you increase your energy, and at that moment you have belief. Okay, you believe in the way to achieve that desire. Okay, and it's also the condition. There's a people will show you the way as well. Okay, and when we have we create the means, which means you are clear, you hold on to the tools and the means for you to get there. So that is the outcome. The outcome. Is it okay? Clarity, very hard. And our total karma, we have in our total karma, right? Our total karma in here, total karma. We have the our total karmic cognition. Okay, karmic cognition. Up here we have the karmic condition, and over here we have karmic outcome. Okay, so you might be confused here, but don't try to understand it, because the triangle of reality is purely about knowing. Okay, so you do not try to understand. Okay, try to understand. You can only understand a bit up until a certain stage, and then at a certain moment you have to release it. You have to release all what you know, in order for it to absorb into our reality. Okay, this part I'm talking to you they actually belong to the master level. At master level, we start talking about this awareness. So to activate people, when we talk about the triangle of reality, some people, they even dream about it when they sleep. What?
Kiki just took her clothes off to bath and then put it on instead of bathing. She didn't bath.
Okay, I saw that. Thank you. Right.
That's just washing my hair. That's all I really need to do. Wash my hair and mask, okay? I'm definitely already.
So this knowledge is a little bit. It belongs to a little higher level that we are. I'm talking to you here. And everyone praising because they happy that teachers, that thầy Nhật Anh teach them the knowledge of master level. Path is clear. Clear the path. Clear the way. Clear the path. Clear the path. Either the path or the way. So the triangle of reality can also relate to the perspective the social relationships and the expertise of the person in that particular field. So if you want to mature, reach maturity, you need to be mature in your perspective, mature in your social relationships, and mature in your expertise. Then that means you'll be able to achieve maturity in your occupancy, in reality. And so first we need to know that the particular triangle can apply into specific areas. And if we want to apply it into our occupation, then we need to pick and choose which triangle to use, okay? Because in our society, our expertise is related to an occupation and profession, right? So you need to have expertise in that area, in that field that you work from. And then after you have that you develop that expertise, you need to improve your social relationships and your perspective in that field that you work in. And if you want to continue to develop, then you have to looking at whether you have the ultimate desire in your occupation, in your career, and that desire, do you have a clear path? You have a clear path of where you're going, okay? Because if you do not have clear path, then you need the condition, you need the people in your life, you need the sage to guide you in the way for you to achieve your ultimate desire. If you have a sage to guide you, you are very lucky. If you have the helper to help you to clear the path, okay, that even better for you, okay? Because you can't just sit there and try to clear the path by thinking about it, right? You only can clear your path by having a different connection, different relationships in your life, okay? So the only way for you to be clear on where you go is by activating the condition, the social relationship. So here we have the karmic condition. So that karmic condition, that particular person will help you to clear the way you go to where you desire, okay? And they will let you know that wherever you go, you need to create the means to get there. So that means maybe the balanced merit and good deed, right? So that means, can it help you to accumulate good merit and balanced merit and good deed? So you understand what I'm saying here, right? So and then we start okay, to intertwine these triangle with each other. And after we have the sage to guide us, the helper to help us, the connector connect us, the mentor to give us moral philosophy, the experts give us meditation, and you will improve your expertise. So expertise, you need to have the image of it, and whoever have certain expertise, they can share their knowledge widely because they are very clear, they have a clear mental image of what they know. Because if we talk about fixing electricity, we know who we need to call on to, right? And if we have a problem with the water in the house, we know who we need to call. We know that if we have problems with our health, we know who we start thinking about, right? So whoever we're thinking about, that person, we have a clear mental image of their expertise, right? Their expertise. So if you can position yourself as an expert, okay, as a specialist in people mind, people image, then technically that's your expertise, okay? That is your expertise. And once you can establish that expertise, then in certain field, that is your occupation. The student asked that she have 2 girls. One of the girls is 16 years old and the other one is 22 years old. She wants to apply this triangle of reality to achieve the outcome that her daughters, both of the daughters, under her teaching and her nurturing, the child, the daughter need to know to wake up early in the morning and taking care of their own health, and specifically at the certain time, at current time, they are so concerned about their beauty. Okay, but what is the beauty? And what I'm thinking is that when I reflect on the triangle of reality, it is I have been so very good seed in my daughter, but why is that they haven't achieved the outcome that I design? And teacher said that, okay, so if you want your daughter to achieve something, do you do them? Do you act on it? And yes, she did act on it. So if you act on it, then you already have the outcome. Okay, you already have the outcome. You do not need your daughter to do anything anymore. Okay, so you already have the outcome. If you own that outcome, then you know that's your reality. And if your reality, your life is what your daughter aspires to become, then they will follow you. They will copy what you're doing. So here, if people ask you, what cause do you have inside of yourself, and you start telling them, all right? Because at the moment, at this point, we cannot explain using moral philosophy, religions, and science. Okay, it doesn't relate it. Okay, and also knowing, believing, and understanding it also you cannot explain using that either. With your daughter, you just need to have perspective about your daughter, the perspective about self-taught, modeling, okay, self-taught, self-education. Right? Then, and the participants say that, okay, so when I'm looking at people in society, if okay, so if they desire something, they can change. But with my daughter, okay, they desire something, but then they can stay up very late, and they wake up also very late, and they like to eat the food that I don't want them to eat, like fast food, and the food that have a lot of chemical, a lot of preservatives, and I don't. Okay, so thầy Nhật Anh said that you have to, all of that you have to sow the seed in the past already. You can't just do it now, because now is the time that you reap the result, you see the outcome. So if you want that particular outcome, then first, right, the priority is that you turn your life into the life that your daughter dream of. Okay. And secondly, okay, you need to hold the mental image, the mental image, the image, the image. So we have another triangle here. Let me write it by a space for it. Okay, so okay, image, okay, source concept. And up here we have balanced merit, good deed. So what you need to do is that you need to amplify, maximize all the good image of your daughter, because at this age, okay, they cannot avoid staying up late, because at this modern age, the majority of the young people stay up late to play games, play on their phone, on their laptop, because the society is going that way, and they are influenced by that image of society. So you cannot try to avoid that, but you have to maximize all the good image or the positive image. So if your daughter is playing games, playing iPad, then now you have to reorient what they're doing. You pick and choose the positive image of your daughter and hold on to it. Okay, because your children they quite old now. If your children still young, you can still manage them in terms of whether they watch TikTok, they watch all the social media. Okay, you can manage if they watching all the good or bad content. But now your children are quite old already, so you have to do it differently. Okay, so take it slowly here. You got to improve your life. You got to switch your life, change your life to the life that your daughter aspires to be. So maybe at first your daughter do not follow you, okay, but eventually they will. But do not expect them to change. And the student said that. When I introduced the source concept to my daughter, I know that they understand. They have the image of them, but then they have the reaction that they said that, all right, I know it's good, but I don't want to do it. And so what should I improve myself now? Okay, and Thầy Nhật Anh said, you don't need to do anything else, because you already hold the negative image of your daughter already. So what you need to do now is hold on to the positive image first. So let's say whatever your daughter's persistent or perseverance in doing it, then at this moment, at this time, the only thing you can do is hold on to the positive image. Okay, because so far what you told me is all the negative image of your daughter. I haven't talked to your daughter yet, but all I think of now is the negative image of your daughter, right? And okay, so what you told me about your daughter, that already break down the relationship of me with them, right? I haven't met them yet, but I already have the negative image of them. They are lazy, and they stay up late playing game. So you haven't told me anything good about them. So what you need to do now is hold on to the positive image of your daughter. Talk good about them. Talk good about them in front of other people. Talk good about them in front of themselves, because at the moment the young people, they want freedom, but they still have to depend on you. And the student said that the participant said that oh, I've been doing that. I have amplified, maximize all the goodness of my daughter in front of the family member, and Thầy Nhật Anh said that you go in the right way, but try not to change them. That is another perspective, that if your love for them more than their love for you, then they will listen to you. The daughter, the 16 years old daughter, told me that okay. The teacher said, okay, if you say something that negative, stop there. But if you say something positive, continue. And the student said that, all right, so my daughter told me that when I was born, I have the right, as I have human rights, I can do what I want to do. You cannot control me. And the teacher said that, are they right? Obviously they're right. Whatever they like to do, they can do it. Okay, it's just like us. We know so many good things, but we still decide not to do them, right? So your daughter, they grow up already. They know what is good. They know what is not good, and they can pick and choose what they want to do, right? Because we are all the same. Even we are an adult, we do the same thing. We pick and choose what we want to do. Even though we might know that they are not good, we still do it. But are you a mother? You willing to be there, be present when your children paying the price? Okay, when your daughters had to pay the price, okay, are you willingly to be there for her? Okay, and because if your love for them more than their love for you, and they can feel that your love for them more than their love for you, then you can influence them. And so you have to let your daughter feel that you love them more. Otherwise, at the moment you feel that you love them more. That's why you have that perception. So at the moment that you feel that your daughter love for you is more, then you have to listen to them. Okay, so there's a lot of children, they feel that their parent love for them is much more. That's why they willingly to listen to their parent. Okay, so at this age, your daughter at this age, 16 and 20, you should be happy. You should be happy that your daughter doesn't listen to you everything, because whatever you say, if they say yes 100%, okay, you tell them whatever, they like very obedient, okay, which means they are not independent. They do not have their own saying. That's not good either. So what your daughter doing is right now is quite good. So what you can do right now is stand a bit further away, observe your daughter, okay, willing to be there as their backup, willing to be there for them whenever they need, okay. But obviously if you see anything that affects their future greatly, then okay, you know, the other member of your family also get involved, not just only you. All right. So some parents, they're very strict because it's a good family. So if your family is a good family, then you don't worry that your daughter will go in the wrong path, right? So at the moment, just stand there, just be there. Let your children pay the price. Let your daughter pay the price. So they have to experience for themselves in order to understand. But obviously, they experience everything within the experience is protected by you, by the family. Okay. So what I'm saying here, I've just explained to you a bit about the knowledge and how to do it. I believe that you already know it. You already know what you need to do. Chị Nguyễn Thị Hương wants to share her feedback. So I was the same. I used to have I had two sons, and they and the first son, they are so clean. They are like clean freak. They whatever they do is have to be clean. And they okay, and the majority of children nowadays, they like to stay up late. They do not want to go to bed early because that is our society, the norm of our society nowadays. So when I learn the knowledge, when I understand this knowledge, I start changing myself. I know that my child is very clean, so I do not get annoyed about it anymore. I stop being annoyed about it because that is his way of living, and if I feel annoyed about it and I keep telling him off, then it is not good. So like now, if they forget to do something, then I just go and cover them, right? I used to square them, shout at them because they didn't turn the light off after leaving the room. So and I start changing myself. Okay, so just like you, whatever my children do, I used to be very strict and telling them off because I don't want them to become spoiled and become bad or naughty. Okay, but the more I did that, then the more our relationships got broken. And since I understand this knowledge, I apply this knowledge into my life. I start being more gentle to my kids. I used to check on my kids when they are not stay clean and tidy. But now I just leave it for them to have space, to feel comfortable to live in a family. And now they live far away because they go to university already. So I've used to be worried about where they live, how they live. But since I know this knowledge, I've start to believe in my children. I believe that they will have a good life because I'm leading a good life. Okay, so my advice to you is that do not worry too much. Just concentrate on your learning. The moment that you change, eventually your children will change. And just like me, I see that my children, they had changed because of me, because I have changed first myself. Okay, thank you ever so much. Right, so Nhật Anh said that, oh, chị Dung, she not really worry anything. She just want to apply this knowledge in her life. Okay, but at least she have reality. At least she already had reality in her life. So, thank you, teacher. Your observation about me is so right. But I have another questions. Right. Sorry, everyone. I understand that I can see the different side of my daughter now. Can you explain to me that when she go to school, since she when she go into the class, she didn't approve of the teacher that teach her. Okay, and I observe her, and I see that it's not good for her, because every time she go home and she starts asking this and that about her teachers, and sometimes she show it. It doesn't show it on her behavior, but she show it in her writing, that she write things against her teacher as well, and she doesn't bother much if the teacher giving her a lower mark, as long as it's not 0. Okay. So what I'm saying is, if I self-talk myself, so educate myself, so that my children can model me, then would that be aligned with this knowledge? Then the Nhật Anh said, I don't know. The way you ask, I don't know how to answer. I'm not sure how to. No. But the thing is that that's what you want. What does your daughter want? Okay. So do you know what your daughter want? Because at the moment, at this age, most of the young people, they want independence. Okay. It's not necessary that they have to be good at all subjects. Okay. They may just like particular things. So they are the master of their own, the master of their life. So they brave in their characters. Okay. So you may have to talk to your daughter to find out what do they want. You can't just sit there and imagine what they want, what they desire. Maybe that's what you desire, not what they desired. Okay. So do not try to change them anymore. Stop trying to change them. Okay. Do you know that I often ask my daughter that who is the best teacher? Which teacher did you like? And do they teach you good? And she said that's okay. That's okay. And teacher Nhật answered, okay, then it's okay. The moment that your daughter realize, then her life will change. Okay, because at the moment, okay, they may if they stay humble, whatever you said they listened, it might not be good, you know. Okay, but later on, they may see that other people doing things and it's okay, and they say that oh, it's not okay, and they have to change it. Then, okay, that will be their decision to do that. But your job now, just sit back, relax, and just observe your child, okay? And let them experience life for themselves. Let them pay the price. Let them do whatever thing they desire. And your job is become the person that your child to be close to. Okay. Okay. The moment that your child can share with you whatever they desire, means that they reconnect with you. But right now, okay, let's say that they can have a different perspective to you, but obviously it have to follow moral. It's got to be morally. If it is immoral, then okay, a little bit arrogant. Okay, they only lost a bit of balanced merit and good deed. Okay, but you be there to guide them. So do not worry about that, because there are certain people in life, they have to experience things for themselves. Okay, you do not try for your child to believe in you, because that means you are following religions and faith perspective. Some people, they want to experience things for themselves. Okay, just like so for all of you, when you listen to her talking about her daughter, you think that her daughter, she's very independent, right? She will find out the way for herself, right? So do not hurry. Okay, do not be hurry. You sit there and wait. Wait until it's the right time. Wait until your life, the result of your life, right? The result of your life, your daughter gonna look back and say, oh, my mother, she had everything that I desire. Now I just need to follow her. Okay, but otherwise now, if they don't listen to you, right, don't try so hard. Okay, they have their own decision. Okay. Okay. And another participant asked to share their reality, and thầy Nhật said, no, that's fine. We can summarize things here. Okay, participant want to share her reality, and thầy nói that no, that's enough for today. If you want to share your reality, later on you can go into a separate room and share your own reality to each other. But for now, with you, don't try so hard for order to believe in you, because the moment that your children realize that your life is the life that they dream of, okay, then they will follow you. Okay, so at that moment you share your perspective to them, then they will understand. But for now, okay, just be a role model, just be self-taught. I see this clearly on our grandmaster. I used to be very stubborn and hard-headed. And if I hard-headed, then obviously one day I had a bruise on my head, right? So one day my head hit the wall so hard, and then I start going to find the way out. And then that's the moment I need to change my perspective, and the grandmaster appear, knock on my head a few times, and then I start to understand. Okay. So if anything in your daughter's life is dangerous, then you can stop them. But otherwise, let them be. Because with you, you know, it's not like you listen to everything other people say. Okay. So it's the same with your daughter. So we have the circumstances here for us to understand this knowledge more. Okay, chị Dung. Okay. Thank you, thầy. Okay. I've myself, I have been very perseverance, have been patient, and I have become a self-taught role model for my children. Okay, for so long, 20 years, and I said that. All right, you are the role models, but do your life is the life that your children want to aspire to live. Okay, and your meditation is the kind of meditation that other people want to copy. Okay, so until the day that you have reality in all aspects of your life, okay, and you don't want other people to you don't want to change other people, then they will listen to you. But as soon as you want to change other people, like you say, okay, I'm going to change myself, and I expect you to do it as well, then that will break. That's one work. Okay, because your life, okay, you transform your life, and whoever want that transformation life, they can follow you. But if you want others to listen to you, then that's cause within yourself is not a good cause at the beginning already. So eventually it will break. It doesn't work, basically. Right, let's recap here. Let's conclude here. Okay, so we have so many triangle of realities. Is that enough for you all? So we have enough triangle of reality for you here. So far, the triangle of reality, we can share this knowledge about 10 days, and then the human energetic structure we can talk for about 20 days, and then the rest of the times we talk about the formula of root cause of life. All right, so the reality is that the fact is that all the master, they're still learning about the triangle of reality now, right? All the master in here. For example, if you do business, okay, so which triangle you need to follow? Which triangle you need to use to follow? Okay. First, you got to be clear of the image, right? You clear up the image of what you design. Okay, and your perspective, the appropriate perspective in your field, do you have it? your social relationship in that particular field? Have you gained those relationships and your expertise in that field, right? Let's say if we sit down with someone, we can pick and choose the triangle that more suitable to them, and we share it. Okay, so the triangle of reality is very flexible, very adaptable. An have said that can she looking at multiple side of life based on this triangle of reality, and Thầy said that she can look at life in multiple ways based on the multiple angle, multiple corner, multiple angle of life using this triangle of reality. So we can use this triangle of reality to apply in our life so that we can understand more. Then we can pick and choose whichever suitable triangle to use. Okay, we can use this diagram to develop a learning pathway, a training pathway for a different field. So each of you will have a different path, a way to a developmental pathway. Some of you, when I talk to you, I see that you will need to improve your perspective in order to change your awareness. Okay, and some of you may not have enough expertise in order to improve your life, and some of you I just need to activate your karmic cognition in order for you to have that reality. And some of you, okay, you do not have ultimate desire for what in life. Okay, so we be flexible and adaptable. The pathways of understanding in a being. So let's say if you are the person who train the class understanding inner being, right? So if you apply the triangle of reality to develop the curriculum for understanding an inner being class, what will you do? What would you do? What would you do? So some people said they need to be clear of the ultimate design. Some of them said that they need to develop the source concept. Some of them said that they need to be clear of the information, energies, and material. Okay. Right. So that is an inquiry that you need to carry in yourself, because the moment that you realize, you will officially become a master, and by that time you will have the vision in training, the training vision. Okay, so with the master, you need to let other people comprehend about cause, condition, outcome. With so that's at the master level. With mentor level, so with mentor level, which triangle do we pick to use it at the pathway to train the mentor? So we, at mentor level, we use the triangle of realities of cause, conditions, outcome. Okay, so with the leaders, the leader community, okay, we need to use the triangle of realities of expertise, social relationships, and perspective. Right. So if you talk to the leaders, you have to give them the cause, conditions, outcome. If you talk to the management department, you need to give them the triangle of reality of okay. So at the leadership level, when you talk to them, you give them the cause, conditions, outcome, triangle of reality. Yeah. So with the management level, which triangle of reality we need to talk to them about? And people start predicting a lot of things. Some people said that information, energy, material. Some people said that know, understand, know, believe, understand. Okay. So thầy Nhật Anh said that with cause, conditions, and outcome, that is for the leadership level. With the management level, we need to give them the perspective, social relationships, and expertise. With the staff, with the employee, with the white collar, blue collar, white collar level, we need to give them the triangle of reality of knowing, believing, and understanding, so they can do good what they need to do, right? So whichever triangle that you pick and choose, it will have to be suitable with that particular number of people, that particular group. So there's a group of people, they love awareness. Okay, they addict to awareness. Then they will listen to cause, condition, and outcome, right? For the people who love the karmic cognition, they are sitting here. They are sitting here whenever we talk about the triangle of reality. This topic is their favorite. Okay. So in Zoom now we have about 700-ish people, 800-ish people. So there's a group of people already out of Zoom. So today we accept to share this knowledge, right? So I've realized that you love karmic cognition, so that's why I share this knowledge to you. And the next couple of days we may talk about the karmic outcomes of the outcomes, and they will love it. They love the result, the outcome in life. And if I talk about so much about the human energy structure, then whoever love the knowledge of balance, merit, and good deed, they will like to listen to that particular knowledge. Chị Bảo Hoa asked that why the ultimate desire is belong to the knowing angle. Okay, but she think that it should belong to the believing part here. Okay, so ultimate desire, it has to be the beginning of everything. It has to be the cause, because if you don't know what you desire, how can you be clear of the path that you go? Okay, and when you clear the path, then you have belief, you have self-belief. Okay, and wherever you want to desire, wherever you desire, you clear the path. You clear up the path. Clear the path. So you must have the definition. So you have the definition of the triangle of reality, and then over time, if you still have that inquiry, then over time you will have the reality that you know which triangle that is suitable to which particular person to apply it, okay, in order to share this knowledge to them. So at the moment, I'm not gonna answer that questions, not gonna answer your questions, because otherwise, today I just introduce this knowledge to you, and if I answer your questions, technically I cut off the karmic cognition that should grow in you, right? So with those questions, you can find the answer for yourself over time. If it's suitable circumstances arise, then we can answer that questions. But otherwise, I believe you can find the answer yourself. Mm-hmm. I don't often ask this question, but today I feel a bit irritated, so I think I must ask. So the triangle of reality is very simple, right? Very simple. Each of these options is a separate triangle of reality, okay? And when you pick and choose, okay, when you pick and choose, when you select, you do not need to talk about all of those angles, you can just pick one angle and talk about it. For example, if you pick knowing, believing, understanding, and some other time you know already, now you're gonna pick perspectives, social relationship, and expertise, right? For example. So what is the purpose of talking about this? So that we can develop our reality. We can have that reality in our life. That's all. That's all for the knowledge today that we talk about today. Mm-hmm. So, do you like it? Do you like the triangle of reality yet? Mm-hmm. Or how you feel? You feel that your head is start being freeze? Let's stop here. Bye everyone. Okay. That's the end of the session today. Okay. Thank you ever so much for listening. Okay. And Thầy Nhật Anh said that so hold on to your inquiry, your questions. Okay, because today if you share this knowledge throughout your day, this knowledge might pop up in your head, and you'll be able to find a solution for your own questions. Okay, and today we won't meet up in your house group. Okay, we stop here today, dismiss the class today, and continue tomorrow. Okay, bye everyone. Right, chị Linh Lê, would you like to take over to summarize or discuss with everyone?
Let's turn on our microphone and say thank you to Anne in particular, as well as all our team. I think you all know the name.
Thank you so much.
Go and Jen.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Ko-An.
Thank you, Anne.
Gemma and Cô Hoài My and Xuân Ý.
Yeah, thank you, cô Gemma, cô Hoài My, and cô Xuân Ý.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else say anything? Okay, so supporters, we'll see you again later. I don't have any updates for you except for the question from Cô Hoài My, which I think we'll discuss in the meeting.
Sorry, chị nghe em không? Sorry,
for now, Arun, are you all scrambled? that's the deal. That's the if you are, then you are in the
xong lớp mentor. Mới xong. Em đang hỗ trợ lớp tiếng Anh nhưng mà cô lên đây cô check over đây. Okay.